As millions of Americans wait for the lawmakers to pass the HEALS Act proposal, let's talk about what you as an individual or as a family should expect on this bill. If you are new to this channel, click on that subscribe button with the bell icon to receive quality and detailed updates as we follow along this time-sensitive topic. Let me bring you real quick up to speed on where we're at right now. There are 3 bills in circulation. Actually, there's 2, because CARES Act has been a legislation since March. It was approved back then and signed. Then there's the HEROES Act, which was introduced on May 12 by the Democrats, but did not survive the Senate. So that's scrapped away. The third one, which is what we have right now, is the HEALS Act. We'll go through the comparison to understand why it is still not approved. We're gonna bounce back and forth using this table as there's a lot of aspects the HEALS Act is trying to address in the US economy along with the welfare of the Americans during this pandemic. However, we're only gonna focus on what matters to you or can be relevant to you as an individual or as a family. Compared to the CARES Act that passed 4 days on the Senate, HEALS Act is nowhere near that 5 days later. Starting with the budget, the original CARES Act is $2.2 trillion. The HEALS Act, which is $1 trillion, is already a concern even amongst the Republicans that proposed it. Next one is stimulus. Every news outlet, YouTubers have already claimed that there's another round of stimulus. That is correct. What's different, however, is the additional $500. There's no age limit. Unemployment insurance. It used to be $600 a week, and now the HEALS Act is proposing $200 a week. It's not that simple. They are, however, extending the $600 a week until September 30th. So from August and September, those 2 months, it's still gonna be $600 a week. Transitioning to October, which is gonna be down $200 a week until December. Here's what Treasury Secretary Mnuchin said during his interview with ABC.
Unemployment is supposed to be wage replacement, so it should be tied to some percentage of wages. The fact that we had a flat number was only an issue of an emergency where we had 30-year-old computer systems. So I think on the concept, we absolutely agree on enhanced unemployment.
I do agree at some level with Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. However, not all unemployed individuals chose to be one. So why cap the benefit up to 70%? This is an unprecedented halt in the economy. But then again, how do you motivate people that are unemployed and being paid not to work? So there's a balance there that is a little bit challenging.
Where in some cases people are overpaid and we want to make sure there's the right incentives. But again, let me just emphasize, we put on the table a proposal. Let's extend it for 1 week at the same rate while we negotiate so we don't hurt the American public.
Rental assistance or eviction moratorium. The CARES Act that expired July, 43 million of Americans are at risk of eviction. Landlords can now enforce 30-day eviction notice to kick out families from their homes. The HEALS Act does not include this eviction moratorium. However, this is the highlight of the debate in the Congress. Same goes to the mortgage assistance, including people with rental properties, landlords. Original CARES Act legislation, they can file forbearance on federally backed loans. The not so good news is that HEALS Act does not even address this topic, which is one more sticking point for the debate. And as for something new on the HEALS Act, it includes bonus for individuals coming from unemployment to get rehired or getting a new job. $450 a week in additional to their standard payment. Idaho did this initiative already last month and they've been paying $1,500 actually, which is not too shabby for full-time individuals, or $750 for part-time people, which can be enticing to get back to work. Moving on to student loans. The expired legislation CARES Act back in July 31 still allows deferral of student loans, federal student loans, up to September 30. This is the same as the HEALS Act, but slightly better, as it can allow you to postpone payments until you get a job. And when you get a job, your monthly payment will not exceed 10% of your income minus necessities like housing and food. So let's say your income is $2,000 a month. And let's say minus food and housing, $1,000. Instead of your payment 10% $200 a month, it will be $100. So basically you deduct the necessities first before they determine your monthly payment if you are not in school. Lastly, the liability protection. This is new and included on the HEALS Act proposal. This is to prevent schools, businesses, and hospitals from being sued on coronavirus-related issues. This is a very touchy topic, as even malpractice will be brushed aside. But here in America, it is very popular that people are sued pretty much on everything else. So leave comments below on what your thoughts are about this topic. And again, this is part of the debate causing the delay. So where are we now with the bill? Friday was technically 5 days from when it was proposed. The original CARES Act was unanimously voted and passed on Senate 4 days after it was introduced. For the past couple of months, the lawmakers have been observing and trying to balance the surge of COVID cases and reopening the country. Unfortunately, we are still here, and it still needs to pass the House and the Senate before the President will sign it to take effect as a law, becoming a legislation. Days are counting down to August 7 before Senate goes on recess. And the delays of this law being passed have caused risks to millions of Americans being evicted from their home, as well as welfare of low-income families. One thing that could happen is during their debate, they can amend the bill or propose new changes. Just hopefully, Senate would pass it before the deadline, which is August 7. Based on the disagreements and they cannot get a common ground, it looks like it might go beyond August 7. This may be okay for as long as Senate can pass the bill, as House is not on recess the following week. Then President can sign the bill to become a law. We will monitor this closely. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Click that like button, subscribe and the bell notification to receive timely updates on this HEALS Act and reviews on technology and finance and everything else that's interesting around this planet.
It's annoying.